Hey everyone, welcome back to another video on Shiba Inu coin and or token for now, a coin a little later. So very nice to see the bull run happening with Shiba Inu from the past couple of days. I did not want to come out with a video on the bull run. The main reason being I was not sure on what the actual reason was for all this high increase, right? So now I guess I have some view basis the article that was medium article that was released by Satoshi yesterday. So let's have a quick look at it and then we can decide. All right, having said that, where did that go? Oh yeah, I'm sorry. So in this video we are going to run through this medium article and why it is actually the probably the reason for price action. That's what I'm going to discuss and probably share my views on what we can expect in the coming days for Shiba Inu token. So before we start, guys, the same old disclaimer: I'm not a financial advisor, or neither is this any financial advice. Please do your own research before you get into any token out there in the crypto space, and please be very wary about the scams. Having said that, this is Mr. Aslan. Crypto education is my passion, guys. Let's deep dive into this article now. So SHIB has been seeing a lot of bull run in the past couple of days. We are seeing that it's been up by 25%. Even today, I think it was up by around 60-70% yesterday, and another 60-70% totally day before yesterday. I think it has doubled, almost 200% gains are is what I actually see. And we yes already broke the zero as well. Sorry. So that's nice to see. The volume is again up to $11 billion, up by 8%, and diluted market. The market cap is also up by 26%. We saw enormous market cap growth. In fact, I guess the volume also rose up by around 700%. I believe when I was actually just running through yesterday or day before yesterday, guys. I'm not so sure exactly, but yeah, it was it was very huge numbers, and a lot of speculation around Robinhood listing. A lot of speculation also around Elon Musk's tweet on his Shiba Inu puppy, as well as a lot of other things going on in terms of what might be the actual reason for pump. But what I personally believe could be the reason for pump is probably whales have now started getting into Shiba Inu token, mainly because Coinbase also had this option where investors could start taking buying Shiba Inu, and I believe that is actually giving fruit right now. So that might be a possibility out there. I'm just giving my views, guys. Why I'm actually looking into investors, institutions starting to invest is because of two reasons, and that too I got it from the Medium article, which I'll discuss at the end of the video. So please stay tuned till the end and watch over all the details on this article that I have to provide. So coming down to the article, it's titled Shiboshi Salute. Yeah. So Shiboshis are the NFTs that are being created for the by of in the Shiba Inu ecosystem, and that will be the first NFT launch that would happen. It is 10,000 lovable creatures that are on the way to you. So the excitement behind NFT drop has eclipsed anything we could have imagined, and we are so excited to bring them to you next week or earlier. Now, this I believe is the first catalyst in terms of having the price rise, and also, like I said, big investors getting into Shiba Inu token. Why? Yeah, I'll go ahead and discuss that at the end of the video, guys. After which, he says, during the first 24 hours, you can only purchase Shiboshis with leash. After that, you can use your leash and ETH. So it will be based on Ethereum alone, and you won't be able to purchase it through Shiba Inu tokens for now, at least. So this is where you're adding, you're ideally giving that special status to leash and holding leash. What would it give you? A VIP access kind of stuff, right? This is just the beginning, I believe. Yeah. So going ahead, whatever products they would launch, I think it would first open up to the leash holders, and wherein you can use your leash to purchase it, and after which it will open up for the Ethereum side and probably the Shiba Inu blockchain once it rolls out. It's kind of a VIP pass, that pre-sale or kind of that special sale that happens to you guys who are holding leash and want to purchase anything with leash, and that's very good to see because now you are having some the first utility until now. After so many months, we are seeing that the first utility for leash has come out, and this is where you can use leash to purchase NFTs. Now, Forward, he say, Satoshi says that where to buy these particular NFTs. You can buy them only on Shiba Swap, guys. So you come down to Shiba Swap. You have this new tab. I think earlier we had this option of fetch that was available here. I think that's gone. I think I already mentioned this in my earlier videos. So that's gone, and now it's replaced with the NFTs option. Come over here. You click on this. It will ideally take you to the same link which is mentioned in the Medium article, and once it comes, this will be a marketplace where you can actually buy Shiboshis. And he says one more note: buying and trading Shiboshis is completely free. Yes, the gas fees you will have to pay, and there is no additional fee for buying and trading Shiboshis on Shiba Swap versus using sometimes something like OpenSea. Now, this is a huge breakthrough, because whenever you are purchasing these NFTs in the Shiba Swap platform, if at all you're selling them or trading them on the same Shiba Swap, you won't be charged any additional fee apart from the only gas fee that is there. But when it comes to OpenSea, you will have to go ahead and mint. The minting charges are there, and in certain conditions, I think there are certain other charges as well, as in terms of royalty and stuff like that. But I'm not so sure how it works out much. So I no, but this is a very good option because you're not paying anything extra apart from just the gas fee that comes into effect, right? So really nice to see. And uh, what this actually is doing is building that marketing strategy wherein people start using the Shiba Swap platform even more. Now, earlier Shiba Swap, when it was launched, people started mainly FOMOing into it or getting into it for the staking mechanism that was there, the bury option. In fact, so people wanted the rewards, so that's where they came in initially to Shiba Swap. After which, once the portion was opened up, people started getting into the liquidity option, like providing liquidity and gaining other rewards. And then you also had the portfolio option, and I mean, sorry, you also had the option of providing a single token liquidity as well, I believe. I'm not so sure on that, but yeah, I believe you also had an option of single token liquidity that also gave you rewards. And the reward system in place altogether for providing liquidity was huge. All right, so that was huge. It was not once they changed the system in terms of the rewards that you used to get when you're listing liquidity for Shiba Swap, you also started getting the native token which you are providing liquidity to, right? So for example, civilization, so that token was listed on Shiba Swap, and yes, whenever you're providing liquidity for those tokens, you would be able to go ahead and earn those tokens as well as rewards. So whenever you provide liquidity to any of the pairs out here, you would be able to get all these rewards. So the reward system was huge. It was really great to see that there was an overhaul entirely, because earlier you only used to get USDC and Bone, I believe. So really nice to check that out. And as and when the days passed, they started improving this particular Shiba Swap platform. It was glitchy in the beginning. Yes, after that we have seen a lot of updates that have happened in the back end, again in the back end. But yes, for us as a user, it has been an easy, more enjoyable experience while using this platform. Really nice to see that. And once we have additional rewards that came in, and people started using that, post which now people are being pulled over to the same platform for the NFTs. Now this is really great because one, you're adding utility to leash. Two, you're releasing your NFTs, which will provide you a burn mechanism. Yes, burn mechanism. We go through it in a while in the same article. And three, you're probably making use of the platform of Shiba Swap and getting more people into that particular ecosystem. So the more people start using Shiba Swap right now, once the blockchain launches and you have all those trading happening here in the Shiba Swap tool or the platform, it's really huge, guys. It's really great that a totally inbuilt platform is now supported by a blockchain as well as an NFT marketplace, which are two hot topics. And wait, this is just the beginning. This is the major catalyst that we have got in terms of more people getting into Shiba Inu coin. Now, I'll discuss it in a few seconds. Before that, the cost of these NFTs, right? So there is a differentiation in the cost. The first 3,000 Shiboshis will cost you zero point 0.1 ETH, but you must be purchased in leash for the first 24 hours, right? So it will be, I guess, equivalent to zero point 0.1 leash, but I don't know. I'm sorry. Okay, what it means is like zero point 0.1 ETH worth of leash. That is where you will be using. It's pegged at zero point 0.1 Ethereum price, but you will be using leash, which is equivalent to zero point 0.1 Ethereum, and purchase this first 3,000 Shiboshis. Then you have 5,000 Shiboshis, which will cost you zero point 0.2 ETH. Again, you'll have to pay the equivalent in leash, not zero point 0.2 leash. It is equivalent to leash in leash. And the last would be 2,000, which he says we don't expect that flow to last for long. All right. So each wallet, there is a restriction here, guys, for people who are planning to buy as much as possible, but there is a restriction for each wallet can only buy 10 Shiboshis. This also, this is so that more people can get them before they sell out. All right. So this is nice to see. They have limited so that the so-called whales alone cannot get the price action. But then, yeah, there are many ways to go ahead and trick the system, since it's each wallet address that is allocated to 10 Shiboshis. People have multiple wallets, especially whales. They do not operate in one single wallet, guys. They have hundreds of wallets, if I'm not wrong. So quite obvious, you might lose out to a lot of whales, but nonetheless, you still have a chance of getting these Shiboshis once they launch. All the best for all of them who are leash, guys. So moving on now, when burn, this is the mechanism for burn which has come down to Shiba Inu right now, which would greatly help in increasing the price of Shiba Inu token. Why? Simple logic. Now the generic names are given to all those NFTs out there, which are actually given out. The 10,000 NFTs will have from 1 to 10,000 as numbers for each particular NFT name. Now, when will the burn happen is when you go ahead and rename it from that number of say 401 and to something like Captain Pirate or something like that, whatever you want to rename. So how much is the burn? It's $100 worth in SHIB. So $100 worth in SHIB right now would be equivalent to how much? Let me just quickly check. Where did that go? Yeah, guys. So sorry, I got lost over there. So $100 is equivalent to somewhere around 100,000. That's 4 million ship right now. That's close to around 4.4 or 4.5 million ship for each name that goes on. So when they say that everyone, each one of them goes ahead and changes the Shiboshi's name for all the 10,000 ones, so it will be equivalent to $1 million worth of ship that is going to burn. So that's how much? 100,000 million. Am I right? Three. I mean, am I right? I'm seriously weak in maths, guys. Just a moment. I'll just cross check that. Yeah. So now my maths are done. I did take help from my calculator, guys. So here it is for $1 million worth. That the current price of ship. At the current price, that is, we would be burning close to 45 billion ship, guys. 45 billion ship. That will straight away go ahead and reduce your circulating supply to 350 billion ship instead of 394, which is currently there right now. That's huge. Yeah, that's really huge, right? So imagine, what would happen in the coming days, because this is just those 10,000 NFTs that is rolling out. What if again someone renames it once again after a resell? Would that also account as burn? Yes, I believe so, but we are yet to see more details on that. Probably I'll have a quick question raised on that on Twitter once it launches, and we might get more details on that in the coming days. So having said that, that's a awesome burn mechanism that's come out, and it would result in very quick burns, guys. But hold on, this is where it gets very interesting, because special Shiboshis are minted at purchase, so they will each have unique attributes, and thus rarity is in the eye of the beholder. So it is not like it is categorized as rare, mythical, legendary, and stuff like that. It's only that each particular NFT of Shiboshi will have a separate attribute to it based on the way it looks and based on the properties that it has. By properties, I mean this cap, the tuxedo, the leash, whatever it is. So it says going ahead. However, when you add in gaming, it takes things to the next level. Now, this is the second catalyst which I was actually speaking of, which might have, probably triggered the investment of big institutions or particular whales, as we so want to call them, into the Shiba Inu token. Why? Because see, now Shiba Inu has a swap of its own. Shiba Inu has its own NFT marketplace, and now they have their own game. It's a complete ecosystem, and that's not the end of it. They are coming out with their own blockchain. Now everything integrated into one single entity. That's huge. That's really, really huge. And like I have always been quoting, whenever you see a lot of whales getting into the project, there is something big happening, guys. And this is something that is actually happening big. Because coming back to Twitter, Satoshi just had a tweet recently. He says, Ryoshi would do this sometimes earlier on, so I'm going to give it a try. I'm looking for a game studio, should be Shibami, and must have released a few titles, must have more than 5 employees, and be interested in making a cross platform strategy card game. Yep, you heard me right. Now it's official. So Shiba Inu is getting into the gaming platform, and the first one would be a card game that's coming out. Really nice to see because I have already made a video on GameFi and NFTs and how they would actually turn out to be really nice. Just go check that out. It's in the Jetstar playlist, guys. I've spoken it in terms of Jetstar, but now Shiba Inu is also getting into the same platform. It has a huge potential. Trust me, go ahead and watch that video. You would get to know what I'm speaking of. So having said that, the Satoshi game will allow Shiboshi holders the ability to use their NFTs in strategic gameplay. So, yes, nothing new that we have seen in other card games, but what is different here is that the cards are not differentiated as rare, legendary, or something like that on the categorization. Each unique character or each unique Shiboshi that we see has a different ability, and the ability is based on how it looks here in the NFT, right? That's huge. Giving an example, he says one property found in some Shiboshis is laser eyes. So now the laser eye property might give the player the ability to attack long distance. Depending on the game, it could also blind an opponent or give an additional move. Now it's entirely dependent on how they want to bring the game out. It's still a long way down the lane. It will not happen within the next coming few months, or probably it might take a duration of 8 to 9 months or a year altogether when we see the actual game launching. But yes, we might see the beta version in the next 7 months, provided they complete off with the contract signing or partnership with some of the big gaming industries out there, or anyone who wants to come out and partner with them based on the tweet that he has put out. Probably, if this ends, the deal ends around 1 month duration, then I would strongly say that in the next 7 months or 8 months, we would be able to see a beta version or some sample at least of the game. So, having said that, he says each Shiboshi will have multiple properties. So, will you hope for a homogeneous Shiboshi, which may attribute to more power, or a heterogeneous Shiboshi, which will have multiple attributes to choose from? So that's interesting, right? So how they want to build up each particular character, it's still a mystery, right? So whenever you're purchasing these NFTs, you're purchasing it just because you want to have them as a collection. But the same collection can probably give you the best possible future profit you can ever imagine. What if one of the Shiboshi NFTs that you purchase has some tremendous power and attributes to it that it can just wash out any card out there in the game? I mean, just imagining things like that. So it would give you a lot of potential, and that rarity also will definitely increase basis these attributes that come out. And what does it result in the layman's words? What does it result? Good amount of profit, guys. You bought it for zero point 0.1 ETH or zero point 0.2 ETH, you would be able to sell it for even hell yeah 2 ETH or 20 ETH as well. Depends on the rarity and depends on how the game comes out, right? I mean, taking everything on a positive note, on an asterisk, depending on how they want to go ahead and provide the attributes and properties, how they want to go ahead and design, taking into account all this stuff is what I'm speaking of. Everything on a green patch of land, all right? But yes, there are certain asterisks, trademarks that are already there. I would say conditions apply. So let's wait and watch. That's what I would like to actually quote. So new NFTs. Now again, going ahead. Now all these things, it was all on Shiboshis, and now after Shiboshis, the Oshiverse. That's what they want to call it. The game code name will have multiple playable characters. To fill these character spaces, we will release multiple Shiboshi sets, which may introduce more Shiboshis, enhance your Shiboshis, or provide entirely new gameplay in the ship or shivers or power ups, etc. Stay tuned for future ship drops and future details on the Shibushi game. That's perfect and really nice to see. Like I said, now they built the NFT marketplace. They are releasing 10,000 Shiboshis. They are giving that utility to leash. They are making sure that more people get into Shiba Swap platform and start using the platform more often. They are also giving built up. They have also built up a very good reward system in terms of this. Uh, I'm sorry, the liquidity pools, and even in the staking portion, in the bury option that you have, if you have staked your ship, you would be able to get three kinds of rewards now, not two. It's Ethereum, the wrapped Ethereum, the bone. If you have actually used only Shiba Inu to swap, to stake. I'm sorry, and along with that, yes, the sister or the brother Ryoshi token, Vision token as well. So having said that, once they did all this, and now they are also going ahead and probably releasing more NFTs. And like they say, some of them would be new NFTs or new characters, and some of them might add more attributes to the existing NFTs. Like we saw the board ape and the mutant ape NFTs, right? So adding that mutant tape, add-on gave some new abilities or something like. A new look altogether for your board ape NFTs. So that's the similar kind of a concept that they're planning to do over here. Really nice to see. And this combined with the game that they are going to come out later down the lane, really huge potential, guys. NFTs and GameFi, trust me, if the token is legit and if the token team behind the token is actually good, and some to some extent I feel confident after speaking to them that yes, they are legit, they are actually doing things in the right manner, and they know what needs to be done. I would blindly go ahead and invest my money over there. Now, yes, some people might argue, I have only told you to do your own research. I said, please hear me again. If the team is legit, if the project is good, and after speaking to them, if I get the confidence that yes, this team can perform what they are actually quoting on their website or on the Telegram groups or on any other social media, like anyone comes out and says, I'm going to come out with a game, I'm not just going to believe that. I'm going to ask them a lot of questions. I'm going to understand whether they are going to do it and whether they have the potential to do it, all this stuff. After getting all these, these are my confidence builders, to be frank, right? A docs team, proper partnership, and all these things are confidence builders for me. Once I have that confidence, then yes, I am in it for the long term. I wouldn't be investing in this particular tokens which are into GameFi and even DeFi as well. Yes, you caught my eyes, it's on feg is what I'm speaking of. It's a long term hold and a long term investment that you need to look at. By long term, I mean a minimum of a year, guys. And trust me, you would definitely be happy if you are invested at the right point of time in these kind of tokens. After the next year, 2022 will be the year of crypto. It's inevitable. That's my honest opinion based on whatever research I have done, based on whatever articles, numerous ones that I've gone through, and basis how the crypto market is actually changing. I mean, just come back and check the coin market cap details over here. China banned crypto, right? China banned the entire crypto market out there. And what's the market right now? It's 2.3. It was 2.25 even before the ban sometime. So just check on that. Just look at how it has recovered. And how long did it take? Hardly a week. So that's how inevitable crypto has become, guys. So many people are now getting into crypto, many people are becoming more aware about crypto. Like I said, only 1% of the entire world, 1 or 2% of the entire world is in actually investing in crypto. Imagine that just rises by 5 times, your market cap would be around 10 to 15 trillion, guys. So, having said that, I'll end my video over here. Just think over it and do run through this Medium article. I'll also leave the link for this article in the description below. You can run through and do let me know your views. And in this and the other Shiboshi that are there, just comment in the comment section below. Which one do you like? My personal favorite is this one. Why? I'm a Vegeta fan as well as a Goku fan. I'm a Dragon Ball Z fan in that, right? So, having said that, I like this Shiboshi and probably try to get it. Yeah, if I can, in fact, before the whales. But yeah, hell, I'll be trying on this, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel and watch the other videos which I've done on other tokens as well as Shiba Inu tokens. And please do support. And a big thank you to all your support till now. I have also reached 300 plus subscribers. I've also made a thank you note, and that's in a very short span of time of probably say 1 month, right? So it's something of an achievement for me. And again, Ship Army also has been supportive in that matter. Thank you so much for all your love and support, guys. Keep it coming, and I'll keep more good content coming over to you guys. Having said that, thank you so much. Have fun.